Hey everyone, today I'm going to walk you through my routine for styling my naturally curly hair. Today was wash day. I wash about every 3 days or so. So I'm still somewhat damp from being freshly washed. Before we get started, I want to go over a couple things that you need aside from all the products that I'm going to introduce you to. So first, you'll need a nice wide tube comb. I've had this for 10-15 years, but there's lots of them out there. This is one of my little favorite finds that I can link below. And you need a blow dryer with a diffuser. This is the one that I currently have been using. A spray bottle with water. And this is the blow dryer that I have. Okay, so to get started, first things first, you want your hair to be fairly wet, damp. You want it to be squishy sounding when you're applying your products. So mine has started to dry out a little bit. First thing I do is take my leave-in conditioner. I love this one because it has heat protection. And it's got a nice detangling without being too heavy. However, if you overload it, it can make your hair flat. So I'm really careful when I'm spraying it to only kind of do a once over on every section. So I'll do like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? So now I've got that done. Then I'm gonna take my wide tooth comb and comb it through. You wanna be gentle when you're combing through, especially with wet hair. Hair is at its most fragile state when it's wet. So right now I'm just finding my part. And as you can see, my ends, as always, dry faster than my top. So what we're gonna do next is take our spray bottle with water and wet it down again, really focusing on these ends. So I'm getting it pretty wet. I kind of group it all together, spray, 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 run my fingers down. Do some up top, the other side. For some people, getting it really wet to the point where it's dripping is what's best for their hair. For me, I found somewhere in between is best. If I get it too wet, my curls don't set quite the way I like them. So I just kind of go for like a happy medium, where I can still hear the product squishing when I apply it, but it's not like dripping. Okay, I'm gonna just get the top here. Okay, so that feels pretty good. I'm gonna get my part back where it belongs. Okay, and that's the last time you will see me comb my hair during this process. Get a little bit more in the front here. Okay, so first product is the Dad Anti-Humidity Gel. Depending on how much hair you have, for me, I still use a pretty good amount. I don't have a ton of hair, but I'm still gonna use about this nickel to quarter size amount. Rub my hands together, and this is I'm gonna use my fingers to rake it through. Now, when I apply the gel, I'm being sure that I'm almost literally touching my scalp. The gel is what helps form your cast, and you want it to get on every single piece of hair so you're not left with frizz later. So there was half of my hair. Here's some for the other side. Again, raking it through, making sure to hit all those little spots. Okay, I have some left on my hands. Turn it over, make sure I get up there on top of my head. Okay, that feels good. Step 2 is this Design Me, Bounce Me Curl Cream. It's not available in this size anymore, but it does come in a normal size tube. So I, again, take a good amount of this. Got about that much going on. Now with cream, you don't want to touch your scalp. That could potentially make your hair too heavy and flatten it down a little bit. So I've got this in my hands, I'm gonna rub it together, and I do more of a hovering technique with this when I'm putting it on. So I've got my head upside down now, and here's the product on my hands, and I'm literally just kind of hovering through my hair, ever so gently, like this, okay? Now, this is where I'm gonna start to scrunch. I still have some cream left on my hands. I'm gonna go in there. You hear that noise? And this is where I start. And I'm scrunching, holding, and pulsing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now I've kind of got some curl formation going. One thing I think I forgot to mention is you do need to have just a good old cotton t-shirt that you don't wear anymore. I use this to wipe my hands off, and I definitely use it for scrunching my hair. So, next step, Paul Mitchell Mousse, Extra Body Sculpting Foam. So let's open this guy up. This is like old school mousse. Give it a good shake and it's gonna grow. Now with mousse, like gel, you wanna touch your scalp. Okay, so I've got it here. I'm gonna flip back over and show you how I put this in. So I kind of just grab and hold and pull it up. And you'll see it not really absorbing yet, okay? And I just keep touching, make sure I cover all the areas. Now I'm gonna go back again. I do still have some left on my hands, but I'm gonna go back again and get some more, and I'm gonna actually apply it to my scalp. So now here's the next round. You're gonna feel like you're putting a ton of product in your hair, and you are, but you kind of need to. So I'm back underneath and I'm literally massaging it onto my scalp. Now I'm going in the front and I'm doing the same. Okay, now I'm going back through. I can tell where I might need some more, and I feel like I need some more here in the corners. I didn't get the squish that I want. So there we are. Okay, so our diffusing process is going to start now, but before I do that, I'm going to blast my hair with another bit of heat protection, and this product helps to speed up your drying time a little bit. It's the Maria Nilla Quick Dried Heat Spray. So just do a pretty good dose of that. Lift up. Make sure you're getting it all over. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the diffuser. So here's my attachment, here's my dryer. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this on a high heat and high speed, but I'm not gonna go right in and start diffusing. I'm gonna hover around my head. So here we go. While I'm doing it, I'm also scrunching with the t-shirt, absorbing moisture, and I'm gonna go up and hold and come back down. It's not a fast movement yet. That t-shirt has absorbed a lot of the excess moisture and some excess product as well. So I'm gonna go in, still hovering for a few minutes, or moments, I guess, and then I'm going to change my heat to medium, keep it on high speed, and I'm gonna start to go in and actually diffuse. So what I'm waiting for is my hair to start forming a cast, which you can feel. It feels a little crunchy, but you can see those curls are really starting to form. Still have it on medium power, and I'm gonna do this for a few more moments, and then I'm gonna move on to my next product. Next, what I'm going to use is the Design Me, Bounce Me Curl Spray Gel. And this, again, is pretty much just a once over, all over. Okay, now I'm going to go back in on the medium heat still and diffuse a little bit more. Okay, so next, diffuser off. And you go ahead and straighten your head and let it fall into place. Okay, kind of separate it. And that is where this guy comes in. So now I'm going back on high heat, and I'm going to use this tool to lift and give myself some volume right in the front here, and also help it dry underneath where it's still pretty damp. So high heat, turn it back on. So now that that's done, this is where we stop. Go about your morning, you know, for as long as you can. Let it air dry the rest of the way. So I will go ahead and time how long I actually let this dry. I would say this is like 70% dry, at least down here. And I'll be back in a little bit to show you the finishing steps. Hey there, I'm back. So it's been actually over an hour, which isn't necessary. I just happened to be where life took me. I went out and rode scooters with my kids and we had lunch. So my hair is about 100% dry now. And as you can see, it's pretty stiff and crunchy. I can actually hold it out and it'll like not fall due to gravity. So what we're gonna do now is this is one of my favorite products. The packaging is different now, but it's by Colorproof and it's called Fiberblast. And one of the reasons I love it is because it's an amazing texture cream. So I use about this much and it has these cool webby type things that give the hair hold and flexibility without being too crunchy or stiff, and really helps break up that cast. So I put some of that in my hands and I actually mix it with a little bit of serum. Any serum that you have would be fine. This is one by Savoie, I think is how it's called. I have a couple others that I use, but this is what I'm using at the moment. So I just put literally one little pump of that in there, rub it together. And then I'm gonna go upside down again and I'm gonna scrunch out the crunch. So I'm just scrunching up and down. I can immediately feel it soften. I go all the way around the head and even work some onto my scalp to break up the cast that's there. Okay, so already it's looking much softer and I can literally kind of pull down and scrunch it back up. I'm getting some volume. All right, so this week I really need my roots done, but I haven't had time to do them yet. So I'm going to cover my gray with some Style Edit. And I'm doing that now before I add the hairspray, which is the next step. So I'm using the Style Edit in the color light brown. And when I put it on, I simply just put it down my part line. I don't really bother with anywhere else. So I make this shape with my finger, put my head down, and I just do a quick spray across the top. And then I kind of soften that line a little bit. I don't bother with it too much in the front. I don't mind those little white hairs up there as much. So now that that is taken care of, I'm gonna take a firmer hold hairspray. This is the Maria Nilla Extreme Spray. And I'm gonna spray it here. And you may be wondering why I just scrunched out the crunch to just kind of add more crunch. Hairspray is a different kind of hold. It's more of like shaping, support, and texture, where the gel is like cement. So I'm gonna get my diffuser back out now. I generally kind of do this all at once, but since I'm talking, I'm gonna turn this back on medium heat now, on a high, medium, or low power and medium heat. And I'm gonna come in, push this all around. Okay. And I'm even gonna go upside down a bit. We can get this guy back out again. And there we go. So it's definitely soft. I've got some good definition in my curl. You can see the back here. Lots of movement. It's not stiff. And day one is always hit or miss. Some days it's great. Other days my hair is almost too clean and too soft. But on day two, I'll come back and I'll do a couple tricks. And it is even better than the day before. So maybe I'll be able to show you guys that tomorrow or later this week. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope it helped. If you have any questions at all or need product recommendations or links, I do actually have a link to a couple of these products in a bundle that I can share with you. Feel free to reach out to me or text me anytime. Take care, guys. Bye.